The Bentonville Farmers Market is an important part to the community and to the food systems here in Northwest Arkansas. My friends John and Elizabeth from A&A Orchards are taking us on a deeper look into what a thriving and sustainable farm looks like. Let's go.
I think outside of our apples, I know people love peaches, but it's probably the best fruit we grow. I love nectarines.
Back in 1979, I bought the orchard. It was actually an established orchard, mostly pears with some apples. It was initially planted to be a Gerber orchard, and it was planted in 1963. We had no peaches then. Now we've got about 9 acres of peaches. So we have 9 acres of peaches, about 7.5, 8 acres of apples. Back then we had 2 varieties, Jonathan and Golden Delicious. Now we have close to probably 50 that are actually in bearing, and another 100 or another 50 that are kind of on a trial basis. And most of those are different types of apples. Some of them are hard cider apples.
You know, when John and I are thinking about a food system, we're also including our, part of that system is our agroecosystem, which we completely rely on great pollination. The wild bees kind of are the foundation of pretty much everything we do here.
It became as important to say, how are we going to raise the fruit? Can we raise it so that we can still have this here, where you've got bees and native bees, or do you want to raise it in an environment that is sterile, where you've killed everything? And we decided that what was the most important thing is how are we going to raise this fruit and let this biodiversity here on the orchard flourish as much as we can.
The other thing that we don't use any herbicides. So we're coming through and weed eating wherever we're working, which is in the peaches right now. We come through and we weed eat rather than using any herbicides as well.
See this peach that isn't ripe? Can you see the kind of a green undertone to it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you get to peaches that are ripe, they'll start losing that undertone and they'll get more yellow, okay?
I don't know that everyone really realizes that there's a fruit season anymore. Nectarines and peaches in the Ozarks, they're usually a very late June, July, and August crop. And I think because we're so used to seeing things at the grocery store year-round, people forget that there really is if they're not familiar with it, if they're not growing it themselves, it's hard to realize exactly what that season is. And we've adapted to the growth, the incredible growth in Northwest Arkansas. And so as land becomes more and more expensive in more urban areas, agriculture's pushed farther away, and so we're really bringing the farm to the community.